Hi, Yolanda.
Hi there. You got your
How
own
are
open
you
and theme
today?
song?
Yes. You know something? It was a shorter version, but
Mhm.
because we were like kind of running a little behind, so I just went ahead and hit the
Oh,
little short one. But welcome.
thank you. Thanks for having me. This is going to be fun.
Yes. So you are on the Jodi Inspires Show, and you can share this video now that we're live to your
Oh,
page.
okay.
Yes, it should give you the
All
share
right.
option.
How do I do it?
And if you're joining us, thank you so much for joining us. And as you see, we got Yolanda Harris from 10 TV, one of your favorite news reporters. Well, I'm sorry, anchors. She is an
I
anchor
report
for
too. I
favorite
do it
news.
all. I run the teleprompter, so I can be your favorite teleprompter
Right?
operator. I take out the trash. I do it all here.
Man, something. I mean, something. Before we even get started,
Mhm.
I want to give you 1 second. I done
Okay.
forgot because there's a step that I was supposed to do right before we got started with her on Facebook. 1 second. Let me open this up
Oh,
so
you
everybody
did
can see
share it
it.
out. Let me see if I can share it. Well, see, when I ask,
Yeah, let me open this up. I gotta make sure because I done forgot. I done got on here with you, Yolanda, and I forgot everything. All my
and
steps
we're
that I
not
have
even
to take.
on. We're not even
I forgot
on.
all my steps. Okay, so I want to give you your flowers before we get started. Okay.
What's that?
I have watched you ever since I was a little girl. I've
Oh,
watched you since Fox 28 Kids Club.
Fashion
And
work was all fun.
yeah, and I watched you, and I was watching you when there was not a lot of women, African American women, young women on television. So I believe representation is that the word, right? I think that's the word.
Yeah,
Is
that's right.
very Yeah, it's very important, and especially when you're young and you're trying to find out, like, figure out who you are and what you want to
Mm-hmm.
be. And I had my parents in the home, but like outside of my parents, we always look for someone that we can kind of like relate to, or
Mm-hmm.
look up to. And you've been that person. You've
Oh,
been like a role model to the young girls, to the young adults, to the adults. Like, are you are a role model, and I just want to say thank you for everything. You've actually inspired me to get into television. And I didn't go the news route because I feel
yeah.
like I'm a little, I'm a bad girl. Okay.
Yeah, you can have more fun.
I
You
mean,
can
you're
have
a
more
bad girl
fun.
too. But saying I know you're a bad girl, but we're gonna talk about that a little further down. But
Oh,
yeah.
well,
So
thank you. You know, they
uh,
always say, what is someone told me once, if you see it, you can be it. So we need to see, everyone needs to see themselves in some
yes,
aspect of a job they want. You know what I mean? Or see
yes,
someone like them. And I think that's good because I looked for people, that I could look up to. And when you see someone that's similar to yourself, you're like, yeah, if she can do it, I can do it.
yeah. So I mean, so what inspired you? And also, I was your intern like when I was in college. Do you remember that?
Were you at
You might
Channel
not
6?
remember.
Or were we at
Yeah,
ABC 6?
I was at Fox 28, Channel 6 when Missy Jordan was there, and I believe
Yeah.
her name was Shannon. Is it Shannon or Sharon McCormick?
Shannon McCormick.
Shannon.
Yep,
Okay,
she
Shannon
yeah, she
McCormick
was
was
there
my
too.
boss. But yeah, I was there in the
Yeah.
evenings with you in college. So I've been
Yay.
watching you, and you've inspired me. Like, you've inspired me so much. So I want to
Oh,
say thank you.
thank
And
you. I've
probably
had a
told
lot of
everybody.
interns over the
Yeah,
years, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
it's I think that's one of the best parts of the job is just like inspiring the younger generation to get into the business and like, letting them see what it's all about and figure out if it's for them or not. So it's been
Yeah.
great. Yeah. A lot of interns have come through and I like to mentor young girls especially. So I've enjoyed that.
You are so awesome. Like, this is like a little girl's dream come true. Like, to see someone, your role model that you look up to, and then you get to actually interview them when you become an adult. Like, this, when I get off of here with you, I'm gonna run around the house and scream. I'm gonna run around
I'll
the house
scream
and
too because I'll be like, oh my God, I feel so old now.
yeah. So, all
Oh,
right. So,
well,
so
thank
let's
you.
get started,
Okay.
Yolanda. So, what inspired you to get into television? And also, can you please tell us, how did you get the gig with Fox 28 Kids Club when you were younger?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so if we go way, way back, I majored in broadcast journalism at Bowling Green State University. And the reason that I picked journalism is because I'm horrible at math. Math and science were just not my jam. I was not good at it, and I really struggled. The things I liked to do were creative writing, and I was always good at the spelling, the literature, all that kind of stuff. And I was extremely nosy. And I like to write. I like to write stories. So I was really nosy, and I was one of those kids where if you see a fire truck, I'd be like, "Mom, follow that fire truck. Let's see where it's going." So that was me. And then when I was in high school, I went to journalism camps in the summer at Kent State, and I was on my yearbook staff at school when I went to Gahanna in high school. So that's just kind of what I wanted to do. So I majored in that, and when I got out of school, Bowling Green, when I graduated, I just went and applied to all the local stations. And of course, I had no experience other than college, so I didn't get a job. But I was offered a receptionist job at Fox 28, and this was before they had news. And so I didn't want to take it. I turned it down. I was like, well, I didn't go to school for 4 years to get a job that I could get without a college degree. And so then the general manager, which was John Quigley, so I owe my career to him, he called me back and gave me a lecture about getting your foot in the door. And I was like,
yes,
right. So I took that job, and I worked as a receptionist for a couple months, and then things moved on, and I did I think it was Take One or Take something. It was a kid's show.
I think it's Take One. I did my research. I think it said Take One.
Oh, did you? Okay. Oh my God, girl, it's been so long ago, I can't remember. So, and I ended up doing the kids club, and that was great. And then Fox 28 got news, I believe, in 1996, and I was there, and I was one of the two reporters. It was me and another girl named Anitra Hamper. So that's how it all started.
Wow, that is awesome. So I mean, are you considered like one of the OGs in news now?
Yeah.
You know what an OG is?
Old.
But you don't look old at all.
I just know the word old's in it, so it's not my favorite, but I've been around a long time. It's been like
20-something years you've been in news?
Yeah. So
Like,
that's OG for real.
So like when you're walking around Columbus, like, do people recognize you? And like, how is it? Like, cause you've been on television forever.
It's been a long time. Yeah. I think, depending on what news people watch, they'll recognize me. And it seems like the worse I look, the more people recognize me. It's the weirdest thing. Like, I'll go to a store like this. Yeah, I'll go to a store like this. Nobody paying attention. I go with my hair in a bun, no makeup. And everyone's like, hey, hi. And I'm like, I'm so embarrassed. But the older you get, you just don't care. I used to would never want to go out with makeup. Now I don't want to wear it. I go out everywhere. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's one good thing about being an OG. When you're old, you don't.
Yeah. Later on in the interview, I'm going to ask you, like, what's your self-care? What's the R word that we said earlier?
A regimen.
Yes, we need to talk about that. Because I done seen your mom and you and your mom together, and y'all look like sisters, kind of like Jodi Pinkett and her mom. Like,
I know nobody believes she's my mother. I know nobody believes she's my mother, but she is. She had me at 22 or something like that, and she looks good. So I'm hoping it's in the genes, and I'm hoping I age like my mom. But everything else, I'm turning out like my dad. So, but I'm hoping that I age like my mom for real.
You are. I mean, you're doing a great job. I hope when I get older, not older, but you know what I mean.
When you get older, girl, you're young. I know. I could be your mom. I know.
Yeah, but something, like, we're going to talk about the self-care thing, because I think, with everything that's going on with the pandemic and things like that, if you can give us some little tips and some little secrets and things like that, that would be awesome. So I'm going to ask you that a little bit later.
Okay.
But
I'm down.
Like, with everything that's going on, like, news stories have gotten very, very, very kind of like, not emotional, kind of sad.
Because it's like all bad news and all that stuff. And just with COVID, it's been a sad time. No one's been able to do the things that they want to do, and we're all cooped up and wearing masks, and you can't even see people smile. So you got to smile with your eyes, like Tyra teaches us. But it's just like, it's been a sad time, but I think we're on the other end of it, and we're heading toward, getting back to some semblance of normalcy.
So do news reporters, like, when you have to, report those kind of stories on a regular, every day, there's been another homicide. Yeah. Something's happening. Like, how do you guys deal with, because I do, you know, I do stories and things like that, and I report, and I'm like, it's a lot for me sometimes to have to produce it and edit it and look at it and hear it and
Yeah.
see it. How
Yeah.
is it with you guys? Like, is it kind of hard?
Well, I mean, it does get to you. You know, the mass shootings, when those are, we're having them now too, but when those are, a lot of those going on, or a lot of the sad stories when children are missing or things like that, it really does weigh on you. And I think in news, you just have to have a certain, we're weird type news people, because you got to find a way to block it out, because otherwise you'll be so depressed and just so involved in all of the bad news and the sad stories. You just kind of have to compartmentalize it. So you just put it away, and then, you know, sometimes you just got to turn it off and just kind of not hear. That's what I think. So you just find a way to cope with it. But yeah, it does get you down and it does stress you out. But you got to find a way to deal with it and get away, you know, from it. But it is hard. It is hard. And sometimes, you know, people get emotional on the air depending on the story. You know, but, you know, we're not robots.
Have you
We're
ever
people.
had one of those moments?
I've had a few of those moments over the years. Absolutely. But I'm an overly emotional person. So, yeah, I'm very emotional. So it's harder. You know. Yeah. So yeah, but my thing is, we're not robots. We're humans. So you're human. You have human responses to things, you know?
Yeah. So out of all your many years, let me not say it like that, make you say.
Why you gotta say many?
Since you've been reporting and since you've been in news and things like that, what is like what is one of like your most memorable moments or craziest moments or funniest moments? Like, do you have one to just stand out to you that you will never ever forget?
News story wise, or just working in TV, or I don't know. There's certain stories that you remember that stick with you. There's certain people you've interviewed that stick with you. That are good. There's certain things. I remember at my last station, we made a what we call rap video, and just about doing news and everything, and we loved it, and it was fun. I got music made for it. Bill Kelly wrote all the words for it, and it was, you know, us, and we had a good time. But, you know, a lot of people hate on it because, oh, you're supposed to be doing news. But you know what? You gotta have an outlet, have some fun. Who cares? What's bad about that? So that was one of the more fun moments for sure.
So wait a minute, slow down, maybe.
You gotta look that up, girl. I think it's on YouTube. Yeah, I think it's on YouTube.
Yeah. So wait a minute.
I'm not saying
do you listen to rap, or have you ever listened to any rap?
Oh my God, I listen to everything. I'm well-rounded. Yeah. I listen to rap, R&B, country. I like a little bit of everything. Some rock and roll. Yeah, I'm well-rounded. I like a lot of music. It just depends on the song. If I like the song, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So what's playing in your
Hi Victoria. Somebody joined our little streaming. Hey. Say hi to Victoria Chef.
Victoria Chef. That's my cousin.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh. Hey cousin.
Hey cousin. So okay, so what are you playing? What are you listening to these days? We're trying to get to know you.
Well, this probably won't be good for you since you're young and hip and all, but right now I'm just loving the Hamilton soundtrack.
Really?
You know, from the musical. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. And Justin Bieber came out with a new album. Justin Bieber's what is it called? Justice or something that just dropped this week. That is really good. Justin Bieber's really good. Yeah, and you know I like Megan Thee Stallion, and I love.
Did you say Megan Thee Stallion?
Body yada 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 yada. Yeah, girl. Yeah, I like that. I do. I like that. I like WAP, but the cleaner version. Yeah.
So who's your favorite rapper? Like
I like Christian gospel. My favorite rapper, I think that's always gonna be Tupac.
Tupac?
Yeah.
So what? So do you know some lines? You got some bars? What's your favorite line by Tupac?
All right, they say Brenda had a baby, but Brenda barely got a brain. That's all I know.
Okay.
I do know some other ones. Who's that? Rashawn Howard? Is that your cousin too?
Hey, Rashawn.
We have a family reunion up in here.
Yes. So okay, so I know that, you know, when we're doing public anything, sometimes the not so happy people come along, and I know over the years I've seen you've gotten like letters and mail and some mean things said to you in comments. Like, how does that make you feel? And how do you handle that?
Well, I think that obviously to be in this business, you have to have thick skin. I didn't start with thick skin, and stuff still gets to me now. There are some things that are more hurtful than others. I'm trying to think. I still remember the very first mean thing that happened to me when I was starting out in TV, and I was, and I was at Channel 6, and I remember back in the day before it was all the social media and all that stuff, people would actually call or email you with all their mean stuff. So they'd have to go that extra step to look up your number. But I remember the meanest thing that really bothered me. I was a reporter, and I got a phone call in the evening, and I picked it up. I was like, hello, and they were like, what are you? And I was like, what are you talking about? What are you? What nationality? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? What are you? And I was like, I'm black. And then they were like, oh, another in. So I was like, oh, and hung up on me. Oh, another in. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, wow. So of course I cried, and it hurt my feelings, made me cry and all that stuff. And I had them take my name off the, when you call after hours, you can say, put in the first, letters of the person you're trying to reach. So I got that off, just because I didn't want to deal with it. But that was one of the worst things. But you get things. Social media now is crazy because they have access to you immediately. It's really easy. Most people are awesome. They're nice and friendly and complimentary. But there are people that just want to spew hate, or they don't like something you said or did, or they don't like your hair, you don't like how you laugh. I've had it all. That cackle. I can't stand your laugh. I don't like your hair like that. It looks greasy. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wow. You get it all. Ooh, yeah, you get it all. And the worst thing is like when they want to complain, you can critique my job, my delivery, what I do, blah, blah, blah. But why are you going to critique someone for like stuff they can't change? You know what I'm saying? I remember that I got accused of, are you lightening your skin? And I'm like, what? No, what are you talking about? It's just as you get older, I don't stay out in the sun as much. I wear sunscreen a lot. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, no, I have melasma where like if you go out in the sun, you get dark spots. I have melasma. A lot of black women do. So I wear a lot of sunscreen and I try to avoid the sun. And I'm like, damn, should I give you a birthday of my birth picture? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no, why would I do that? So it's crazy. But it comes with the territory, I guess.
And something, you keep a smile. Like, even, one thing I say about you, like, out of all these years I've been watching, and I need to stop saying that because it just makes me, out of all these years,
way back when we had to walk to school and they didn't have shoes.
Right? You've always been so down to earth. You've always been so humble. You've always been so smiley. You've always seemed so happy. Like, how do you, I know, like, because you're human. How do you, like, I know there got to be some days when you go to work and you got to be in front of the camera and you have to, like, force a smile or force or something. Like, have you ever had to, do something like that? Like,
oh, my gosh. Yeah. I've been through a lot. Just things that happen, like, emotional things that happen or whatever. And there's a day where you can't act and pretend you're happy and be upbeat. You're just like, I can't do it today. I'm sick. You know what I mean? What can you do? Do you know what I'm saying? If you can't talk without your eyes tearing up and crying, you know what I mean? You're not, you can't do it. You know what I mean? So I have my basket moment times where, I just couldn't do it. So it happens.
Yeah.
Most recently is when my dog died. Huh? Yeah. So when my dog died.
I did see your fur baby passed away recently.
Yeah, Biscuit Elizabeth Taylor's my little Chihuahua. I had her almost 14 years. We've been through a lot, and she was my road dog. So that was really hard. That was the first, I guess, pet that I had that I got myself and took care of myself. So that was really hard. I'm like, oh my God, when does this become not so hard? So it was really hard.
How many fur babies? Because all you show is Lola. Me and you had a conversation about this on social media. All you show is Lola all the time. And I'm like, where's the other fur babies? She's the only one.
Yeah. Well, Lola is the only one who likes to take pictures. When I would try to take pictures of Biscuit, that little thing would turn her head. So I couldn't get, you know what I mean? Or she looked all sad. She would turn her head. So I post pictures of Biscuit. She just didn't want to play along as well.
Yeah.
But now Lola's the only one we have left. So that's why you're only going to see Lola, because we don't have, yeah. So we lost.
Are you going to get another sibling, a little fur baby sibling?
I want to because, you know, she needs a playmate. But when our other 2 dogs die, we put all our love into her. So she's really spoiled right now. So I don't know how she would take to a sibling, but it definitely is in the plans.
She looks spoiled.
She's rotten.
Like and you know, and I wanted to talk to you about something because I received some fan mail for Lola because they knew that you were coming, right?
Oh no, did you?
Fan mail.
So they have questions for Lola.
I think Lola is outgrowing your page and she needs her own page.
She does. Maybe she does. Maybe like an Instagram page or something.
Her own page. Like she's done on shining on your page. She needs her own fan page. Okay?
I'm telling you, that dog is really photogenic. I swear she poses and looks like she's smiling. It's the weirdest thing, but yeah, she's the first dog I had that likes to take pictures. It's weird.
Yeah. So what what kind of advice would you give to someone that wants to be a news reporter or a journalist? Like, do you have any advice?
I would say my advice is, a lot of people think that news is like, I want to work in news, I want to be on TV, but there's so much more to it, and there's a lot of hard work before you get to that point. So the basic thing is to just hone your writing skills. It is all about your writing skills and how you tell a story and your ability to tell a story in a way that interests people and holds their attention and is informative and entertaining. So, you know, I think that's one of the most important things. And to also just kind of know a little bit about what's going on in your community and being aware of that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people just want to do you know what I mean? And not really pay attention to what's going on around them. And so that's one of the key things. But really, your writing is so important, and your storytelling is so important. So that would be my key thing, is just to hone those skills, and then to take the opportunities you get and find a way to intern, to shadow, and then, you know, go through school, and then, you know, do your thing.
Do your thing.
It's just, and they're right. It's about getting your foot in the door. So do what you need to do to get your foot in the door. And you may not start where you want to start, or start doing the actual job that you want to do, but you work your way up. You're not going to start out, you know, graduate on Tuesday and be a news anchor in New York on Wednesday.
Right.
It's a lot of hard work, and to also be ready for the sacrifices that you're going to make. A lot of people think, oh, TV's great, but there's a lot of sacrifice in it. Holidays, weekends, you're always on call. You don't own your own schedule. You don't have freedom of speech. You don't have, you know what I'm saying? There's just a lot of things that you sacrifice being in news. But if it's what you enjoy and what you want to do, you know, you do it.
Okay. So do you remember your very first day going on air? Can you tell us what it was like?
I don't remember my very first day, but I remember the beginning. And I would be so nervous, like my first time reporting on air for the news. And it was like, I was sick to my stomach. I was so nervous. And what I would do is I would sing as I'm waiting. I would sing on the set. I would sing out in the field. You know what I'm saying? Just sing a song until it was my turn. And that's how I calmed myself down. And that's how I dealt with my nerves. I guess I don't do it much anymore. But that's how, when I first started, that's how I calmed my nerves, as I was singing.
Would you sing loud enough for people to hear you? Did people hear you when you were singing?
The people in the control room would hear me because, let me fix this. The people in the control room would hear me because, you know, I was on the microphone. And so I would just wait for my time, you know, and I'd be out there waiting for a live shot, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I would sing. So I don't remember the very first time, but I remember, you know, that first time frame.
Yeah. So what would you sing? Can we hear a little something?
Oh gosh, 20-some years ago, like what was?
We want to hear some vocals. You already dropped a couple bars for us, but
remember the song? I don't know if you remember Psy. What was her name? Look at that. She sang that song Gladly. I used to sing that when, like, I got dogged out by a guy. It was like, Gladly. Watching you walk out of my life, boy. Thank you for nothing. You've been trifling. Yeah, do you remember that? It was by somebody. Oh my God, it's so good. That was a good song. So, I mean, I just sing anything.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I knew, like, I was just like, when I said, okay, I'm gonna do an interview with Yolanda. Like, your personality, you like, people don't get to see this side of you guys. Like, you know, they turn the
Yeah, we don't
news.
get to have much fun on the
Yeah.
air. That's why I loved Kids Club. That was all fun.
Yeah, so I mean, so to be able to watch you, to see another side of you, and you know, it's refreshing. You know, the show. You know, I want to show with the Jodi Inspires Show. I want to show that you guys are human. You know, and you guys come with feelings, and you guys are real people, and like to be able to show that. It, you know, it's awesome, and for you to actually do it, because I know you do things.
This is fun. This is fun. I like to have fun. I do. I mean, you know, news is so serious all the time, but I think right now people just need a little bit of lightheartedness. You know, my gosh, everything's so depressing. But I don't know. I like what you're doing with your show. I mean, I'm proud of you. It's awesome.
Thank
what a
you.
fun thing to do. You got it all set up and everything. That's awesome.
I'm trying to be like you when I grow up.
I want to be like you. This is more fun.
So what are your hobbies? Like, what hobbies do you do? Like, what do you like to do?
Girl, sleep.
You like to sleep?
But, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm always tired. It's this night schedule. It's the night schedule. I get home about a little after midnight. Then I'm not sleepy, so I'm up watching TV and doing stuff like 3 a.m. Then it's like on the weekends, I like to catch up on my sleep. But I mean, I got bikes. We have a bike ride with my husband. We haven't done it yet this year, recently. I like to binge watch TV shows. Trying to learn Spanish on the Babbel app. I'm doing that. Let's see. For some reason, I'm stuck on lesson 1 because it takes me a long time between the lessons. You know what I mean? So then I forgot what I learned in 1, so I got to refresh it. Let's see what else. Well, I have my CCW, my concealed carry, so I like to go to the range.
You should
go to the range. Yeah, it's a pretty good shot. I haven't been in a while, but yeah, I'm better than the guy.
I can imagine you with a gun.
Not me either, but you know, it's one of those things. That's one of those things like I never thought I could do, and when I did it, I felt good about it. Like I used to ride a motorcycle. I had a motorcycle, and when I did that, I'm like, ooh, I did it. It was something I never thought I would do.
You rode by yourself?
Not like long. Oh yeah, I rode.
You got on the bike by yourself and rode it?
Yeah, I used to have a Harley. I used to have a Sportster, custom Sportster, and then my favorite bike was a V-Rod. I had an anniversary edition V-Rod, and it was so sweet, let me tell you. But it came to the point where I never had time to ride because I worked nights, and then when I would take I think it was Wednesday night or Thursday night off to go to bike night at Quaker State up at Polaris when they had that. I don't know if they still do or not. It would rain. So it's just like, it was just, you know, I didn't get to ride it much. So I ended up selling it. So, but I scratched that off my bucket list. I did it. And yeah, I rode. The scariest thing I did is I rode to, there's this place called Tail of the Dragon. It was on our way to North Carolina, I think, or we were going to Kentucky. And Tail of the Dragon. And I rode with a group. And I remember, I was like, "Oh, you guys go ahead. I'm gonna wait here." And they were like, you got to go. There's only one way in and one way out." And I'm like, And there's all these curves. You know, people have died on it and everything.
Oh my God!
I want to do it. And then the whole group was going, so I had to go. It was the scariest thing I ever done, but I'm proud of myself that I did it. But it's Tail of the Dragon. I have to see where it was, but yeah, look it up sometime. But Tail of the Dragon, and it was scary as heck. And I did it. And I felt like I had arthritis afterwards. My hands were all clenched from being on the thing. Oh my God, it was scary. But I did it, and I'm proud of myself.
So you like to face your fears then? You like challenges?
Not all of them, but yeah, I did it. I did it. So, one thing I'd like to do is parachute out of an airplane, you know, but I'm scared of that because if your chute doesn't open.
Have you ever jumped out of a plane?
No, but I think that I want to do that. I'm put that on my bucket list.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. So, what are some things on your bucket list? Like, what do you want to do?
Parachute out of a plane with somebody else, of course, instructor. Because if I panic and freeze and don't pull the parachute, that's
Lord,
jacked up. What else is on my bucket list? Travel. I like to travel.
Yeah.
So there's some places like I want to go to Greece. I'd love to go to Greece and see that.
Judge Monica Hawkins said that that's her favorite place to go.
Oh, really? Oh, then I'm
Yeah, I need to go
excited.
there.
Yeah, I would love to go to Greece. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe Italy again. I was in Italy once for just 2 days. It was on the way, but it was pretty awesome. I saw the Vatican, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So you mentioned your husband earlier. So how is it like how does he feel with his wife being a local celebrity and news anchor? Like, how is it? Like,
it was so funny. He told me once, he goes, "It's hard being married to you." And I was like, "What do you mean?" Just because I think with social media too, because like for some reason guys like to send like pics of
they be sending you private pictures. Oh,
why do guys think anybody wants to see that? I'm like, what kind of vibe am I giving off that makes you think I want to see that?
Right.
Like, oh, that is not cute. So, and then when people say hateful things,
hey guys, please lay off the deep pictures to Yolanda.
Yes, we don't want those.
She's not interested, and she's married. She don't want any deep pictures. But go ahead, continue on, sister.
I know. I was like, no, I don't want that. I don't want to see that. So he'll be like, that's weird. Or when people say mean stuff, as someone's spouse or family member, you're going to take offense to that and be mad. You know what I mean? Because like, well, my thing is like, okay, if somebody talks about me, okay, it makes me sad or mad, whatever. But you talk about my mom, my sister, you know what I'm saying? Right. Then I get really defensive. I don't know why that is. Like, I'll take up for other people before I'll take up for myself. I don't know why that is, but that's or whatever.
So you mentioned earlier like some TV shows. What are some TV shows that you like watching?
There was this series I just watched on, was it Hulu? I think it came on OWN, but I don't know, but it's called Ambitions. It was with Robin Givens is in it. It had one season. I don't know if it's coming back, but I watched that. There's also a Netflix series called Georgia and something on Netflix. It's about a mom and her 2 kids, and the mom's single, and Georgia and somebody, I can't remember the name of it. Oh my God, that's what happens when you get old. You can't remember nothing. I can't remember. Georgia and Jen, it's like a state name. Ah, crap. Anyway, I love all the Dateline, Snapped, all those true crime shows. I watch all that stuff. That's probably why I can't go to sleep. That's this kind of thing. But yeah, crime shows and the Datelines and all that stuff. I like that stuff. And I don't know, just anything. But that's the kind of stuff I watch. I liked How to Get Away with Murder. Trying to think what else is on. It's my soap opera. I like Young and the Restless. So yeah.
So are there any like celebrities or reporters or anchors or news people, just anybody that inspires you, and why? Who do you look up to, or who's inspired you over the years?
Well, of course, Oprah. Who doesn't, admire Oprah?
Right.
But I mean, what I like about her is that, Oprah came up in a time where there weren't many, Black women in TV, and she did her thing, and she did it after people told her no. You look at certain things with Oprah at the time. She talked about how she was overweight and things like that, and it was hard to break into that business. But if one person gives you a chance, they see how good you are, and you just go with it. But everything that she's done with her life and how she uses her fame and her fortune to help other people, and she built the schools in Africa for the young girls there, and so it's just, she's amazing, and she's a great interviewer. I admire great interviewers. That's just incredible to me. But definitely her. I love the Dateline reporter. I can't remember. Is it Keith? I don't know. I follow him on Twitter, but he tells stories great. The Dateline reporter. Let's see who else. Just the pioneers of this, Barbara Walters. Just the pioneers of journalism when it comes to females, for sure. But definitely, gosh, I gotta find his name real quick. Keith from Dateline. Oh, wait a minute. I guess the ice cream. Let's see what they're bringing me back. Menu. I liked an menu. I sent it to Ashley. Okay. Keith. Crap. I talk about him all the time. Hold on. I gotta.
Okay. We're here. We're not going nowhere.
Best storyteller ever. You guys know him. He's the dude and he wears hold on. Keith Morrison. Keith Morrison. If you watch Keith Morrison, you watch the Dateline episodes. This dude is so cool. He'll be wearing his Converse tennis shoes, doing his interviews. But yeah, Keith Morrison is just a great.
Morrison. I'm gonna look him up.
Ooh, my ice cream's ready. My ice cream's ready. There's an,
You got ice cream?
So everybody come in, show them their ice cream. Wait, I gotta put on my mask since people are coming in here. Look at that.
Hi.
Andrew. Oh, there's Dave. We got the whole cast here now. Everybody got ice cream from a place called
That's the ice cream you've been talking about all night.
Ooh. Yummy.
That look good.
Stay in there here. Although I want to put mine in the freezer. You put mine in the freezer. I do, but I haven't eaten dinner yet, so.
Is that your dinner?
You can hear them. Ashley, come up. Me and Ashley have the same dress on. Look, there's my dress. And look, this can happen in nude. She's got the red version. Yeah. So we were like, oh, Ashley, you got good taste. Oh, there's some people saying hi. Carrie says Jane Pauley. She likes Jane Pauley. Ira Sean's leaving. Oh, Delana Givens-Crutcher says hi, Ashley. Hi, Delana. She says, Ashley says
hey,
hi.
Hey guys, if you're watching,
Delana,
this video, share it on your page. If you're watching this video.
Who's watching this?
I was telling the people that's watching to share it on their page. And
also,
also,
share it on your page. Absolutely.
Yeah, do you have any questions for Yolanda? Because she's reading your comments. So hit her with some questions. If y'all have any questions for her.
There's Andrew about to eat.
Hi.
Dave. And just so we are 6 feet apart, just so everybody knows. Just so everybody knows, and they're eating, so you can't eat with a mask on.
Your ice cream's gonna
everybody's at different spots at the table.
Melt.
Say what?
I said your ice cream is gonna melt.
No, we put it in the freezer. Ashley says it's gonna be.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's in the freezer. I'm gonna eat after this.
Okay, cool. So if you could change.
Really, it's a lot. Oh my God, they're saying it's a lot. Switch Social. It's a new ice cream place. I saw some on their menu for $16.
Yum tastes like a yum.
Y'all gotta be quiet now because my show's. If anybody has questions for Ashley or Andrew or Dave, feel free. We call Dave Little Davey because I think he looks like Dennis the Menace back in the day. Dennis the Menace. And if Dave, yeah. So we call him Little Davey.
Oh my gosh. So earlier in the interview, I was telling you we talked about self-care. Can you talk to us about self-care and what you think is important, what keeps you going, and just some self-care, because I mean, you and your mom look like you guys are drinking from the fountain of youth or something. We need some secrets.
Just take care of yourself.
We need some secrets.
Some secrets. I don't know. Well, you know what? I think self-care is important, and for women, especially women in TV, we're always looking for like the new. What's good for this? What's good for under eye bags? You know what I mean? I'll find something. I'm like, Ashley, try this, and we'll find something on Amazon. I'll send to her. She'll send something to me. But yeah,
drink water.
I don't drink enough water.
Drink more water.
Yeah.
She doesn't do
more
that.
water. So water. We need to drink water.
More water. That's probably the key. I need to do that because when I drink a lot of water, you don't see these ripples right here.
Yeah.
They do go away. I swear they do when you drink a lot of water. But I'm a skin freak. I had acne when I was in high school. Well, starting 8th grade, and I've been going to Dr. Bechtel. I love Dr. Bechtel, Dr. Mark Bechtel. He's a great dermatologist. And so I go to him. Well, I don't now, only if I have a problem. But for the most part, it's just about skincare, keeping your skin. Get a skincare regimen. It's about keeping your skin clean and exfoliating. I exfoliate and try different things and oils and all kind of stuff. I'm kind of a product queen. I'll try everything. So, but yeah, I use my Clarisonic. I'll buy all the little gadgets you find for skin. I'm a skin freak, but it started young out of necessity because I had acne.
Okay. Wow.
Shut up, Andrew. So yeah, you know what I mean? So it starts out of necessity. But yeah, I try all kinds of products. I love Sephora. I love Ulta, all the stuff there. Right now I'm using something that's called Youth for the People. Youth for the People. They have, it's kind of like natural stuff. I like that, but check that out. That's really good. and Obagi, because I said I have melasma. So Obagi's got vitamin C in the products, and it kind of can fade. Like if I'm out in the sun and I don't have sunscreen on or no makeup, I'll get like, it looks like a dirt mustache right here.
Really?
Yeah. Have you heard of melasma?
Yeah.
Somebody heard of melasma? It's a thing. It's real.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you as ethnic women get it a lot. So wear your sunscreen. That is the biggest word of advice I have.
You know,
sunscreen.
There's like a little rumor saying that people believe because we have color and that we're African American that we don't have to wear sunscreen.
Exactly, but we do.
We do?
Yeah, we will burn the same way. We will get your skin cancer. What's that? Melanoma or whatever. So just because you have some tone, some color to your skin doesn't mean you won't get a sunburn or skin cancer. So I think that's the most important thing is sunscreen, no matter what shade you are. Sunscreen, very important, and moisturizing and exfoliating.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's my advice. Andrew's over here laughing, but let me tell you, Andrew be like, do you have some lotion? Do you have some this? Do you have some that? Oh, what do you think about this?
They know you're the go-to woman.
Yeah, the guys want to know too. Trust me, they do. So they can make fun, but yeah, they want to know too.
So I wanted to ask you a question about the news. With social media and everyone having cameras and everyone's going live and reporting news now.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, how is it? Is that like competition to the news stations now because people are actually getting stories faster because of social media and because of lives and things like that?
I mean, they can probably get it faster because they don't have to confirm what they're putting out there. We have to confirm what we're putting out there. I don't really think it's so much as competition, but like Twitter and stuff, that's a good place to get a source of news because, TV stations are on there and you get it first. One thing I would say with cell phones and everything, the cameras are so good these days that we can use video from this on the air. So I'll just give a tip. If you're out and you see something that could be newsworthy, shoot like this. So we can use it. It's better this way. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't do this way. Shoot this way. This is your best way. The horizontal. And send it to us. Send it to us. You want to go this way, horizontal, because it takes up the whole screen now that everything's in HD. So don't shoot this way. Shoot this way.
Okay.
And send it to us, 10tv.com.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you see something, you're out covering news, you see something happen or not, something you just happen to be out, get some video of this.
Yeah. I know, sometimes when there's kind of like dangerous situations and things like that, and news reporters and are out there in the field. Like, how do you guys deal with the danger of being reporters out in those, areas?
I think for the most part, what's going on, what you're going to, and a lot of time when we're out, the police are on the scene. So if it's something that's would put us in danger, they're going to make us get back, and if it's a situation like a storm and there's lightning, the station, if you don't feel comfortable, you just call back to the station and you're not going to do it. So it just depends. But like when we go to stuff, police are there. A lot of times people go on stories like the national news and they cover war and stuff like that. I mean, that's dangerous. That's not something I'd want to do. I'm not trying to die being a reporter. It's not how I want to.
Have you ever had anybody?
I don't want to go out like that. I want to go out saving a kid crossing the street or something.
So have you ever had anybody interrupt your story while you were reporting? Like before you became an anchor?
I think we all have. Yeah, when you're out live. Yeah, when you're out live, that's why TV stations have a delay on them now.
Okay.
I remember covering something. I was at a concert and anchoring, and the reporter was out there, and somebody actually came and flashed their boobs. Yeah, that happened. So after that, our station got the delay. It happened. Yeah.
Okay.
They come out and look at the bloopers. They're all on YouTube. You've seen people, but yeah, they want to come and talk, or like say hi mom or something like that. But yeah, they can get crazy sometime. And now with MMJs, the reporters are out by themselves. I think that was a scary time. You got to watch that.
So yeah, on my show, I like to squash rumors and things like that. Okay.
All right, let's do it.
So when you were working with the Fox 28 Kids Club, there was a young lady that worked with you that looked just like you. And everyone swears up and down that is your twin.
Girl, everybody said the twins. We got tired of correcting people. So when they said it, we were just like, You just laugh and say, yeah. But you know, back in the day, the Halle Berry cut was real popular. We had the same skin tone. We don't look alike, but when you have the same skin tone, you're wearing the same Kids Club sweatshirt, and you're on TV together. And she used to stand on a box, so we'd be the same height. It did look like the twins. It did. So we couldn't even, people wouldn't even believe us when we told them, no, we're not related. We're not related. But she has twins now, twin girls.
Really?
Yes, twin girls and a boy. Yeah. So that's fun.
Wow.
But yeah, CJ was not my twin. We're not sisters. We both have a sister. She's the youngest. I'm in her sister group. I'm the oldest in mine. And this is funny. My middle name is Lorraine, and her sister's first name is Lorraine. And my sister's middle name is Janelle. And CJ, I wanted her middle name is Janelle, spelled different. So that was the weirdest thing. You know what I mean? That we had those similarities. Crazy.
Do you still keep? If someone asked me to ask you, do you still keep in touch with her?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I do. Yeah. We all, her and Makia, and yeah, we do. We hang out and get together when we can, and you know, friends for life. Those are friends for life for sure.
Wow, that is so awesome. So if you could change like one thing about the world, what would you like to change? What would you change?
Change one thing about the world.
One thing about the world. What would you like to? What would you change?
Take the hate out of it.
Okay.
The evil and the hate. Okay. The, you know, all the stuff we deal with, that, you know, the shootings and the kidnappings and the, you know, all the crimes like that. If someone could take the hate out of the world, oh God, it'd be a good place to be. You know what I mean? But that's, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, you know, if we can just all work on it. Let's all work on being better versions of ourselves. Yeah, let's work on being better versions of ourselves and better people, and hopefully make it a better world for sure. So I think that, you know, yeah. And one cool thing would be like, I wish that, I don't know, would it be cool, like, you know, when people are really talented, that as they pass away, that talent would go to, they could assign it to someone else. That'd be cool. That would be cool. That would be cool.
Dude, so what would the older you say to the younger you?
Jeez. I think the older me would probably say to the younger me, girl, don't marry him. She would warn me about all the bad decisions I made in my love life when I was younger. And I don't know. I think what career, I'm trying to think of what else I would do, you know, to have a different career. I can't think of anything right now. But
we couldn't imagine news without you.
I could. Just like, you just have no life in, you know, news. But I mean, I've enjoyed it. It's a fun career, and it's been great. Now I look toward, like, what do I want to do next with my life? Because
do you think about retiring?
Working nights, you just miss everything. You know what I mean? You miss everything. I don't know how many family reunions I've missed because they've been doing sweeps and you can't have time off to miss your family reunions. I miss events with my friends. You're on call. Your life is not your own. You don't have free speech. So like I said, it's a lot of sacrifice, but it's a lot of fun, and you can do a lot of good in this job. Like, you know, stories that you bring attention to things that need attention and need change and need reform. It's also, you can help people tell their story and they find help and assistance. So I think that's the best part of the job. For Dave Holmes, the best part of the job is seeing himself. Seeing himself on TV. Actually, ain't it true? You know it's true. It's so true. So yeah, for Dave. Yeah, exactly. So, but I will say one thing in TV, you make really good friends that you keep.
Well, why don't you sing Holmes about what the time he sang Little Mermaid?
Sang The Little Mermaid. Did you sing it on TV?
I won my second grade talent show by singing Under the Sea.
Oh!
While dressed up like Sebastian the Crab.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Can we get a sample of that? Can we get a sample of that?
Look at the behind the scenes, guys. Look at this behind the scenes.
Thank goodness, no record. You gotta be 6 feet apart.
We're all stuck.
Some of that ice cream again. I can't believe y'all ate. That's a lot.
It is a lot. I can't believe
wow.
That's
I can't believe you ate all that.
Ashley did it too, huh?
No, I got a little cookie left, but I think I'll keep it for myself.
Oh gosh. Was there anything else? Any questions you have for anybody else? Or because I'm getting hungry and I got a story to work on.
Yeah. Okay. So one last thing. Is there anything that you want to leave?
We'll go to 8 o'clock because we got some time. We got 9 minutes. You want to go to 8 o'clock?
9 minutes? Okay. So is there anything, like, what is one thing that people kind of like, is it misconception? Is that, I think that's
know.
So,
Yeah, there's Ron, our director.
hi.
Okay, a misconception.
So, okay, like something that people think like, about you, but that's not true. Or that's something that you would like to clear up. Like,
well, I'm not a twin.
Okay.
But I do have a sister. I'm not a twin. I'm not mixed. Well, people always ask me that. I'm like, I'm not. Let's see. I don't have any kids. I wanted kids, but it didn't work out for me. Let's see. I was engaged. Let's see. Two times it didn't work out. One guy ghosted me. Who does that? You just call a person and say, I don't want to do this. I got ghosted in my 40s.
What's that mean?
Yes, as a fiance. I got ghosted.
What's that mean?
Huh?
What's that word mean?
Ghosted?
You got
You don't know? I
ghosted?
learned that from you guys, the young people. Where like somebody breaks up with you but doesn't tell you. Like when someone breaks up with you but doesn't tell you. Huh?
He got ghosted?
Yeah. Yeah, like disappeared.
Wait a minute. Who gets ghost on Yolanda? No one gets ghost on Yolanda.
Oh, girl, Yolanda got cheated on. Yolanda, I can tell you some stories. Yolanda got cheated on. Yolanda had to get divorced.
Oh my gosh.
Yolanda got ghosted. Yolanda was a man hater for a while, but no, my husband now is great. I finally found a good one who treats me good and just a good person. I don't know. He just got my best interest in mind. So it took me a while. It took me in my 40s to find the right one. I'd never want to go back to my 20s. Oh God, no. But I would like to go back to my 30s. 30s, that's a good decade. 40s wasn't bad. 40s, yeah. But now I'm older and it just sounds old to me, but I just keep waiting to mature. I don't think I'm there yet. I don't know. Maybe having kids makes you mature faster.
Because I don't have any either. So I'm like, I'm just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I can mature a little more.
Living, Yolanda. I'm just living.
Just living. That's all we can do. Just living. That's all we can do.
Yeah. So how do you know when to let your wall down? And start letting them in, like,
I don't know. I think I'm a little too open. I am. Everybody tells me that. Somebody here at work told me, it was Jeff Pullen. He was a producer. He said, oh my God, if you were a Care Bear, you would be called Overshare Bear. That's what he said. I tell too much. I talk too much. I believe everybody's my friend. And yeah, I believe everybody's my friend. Everybody said you need to be a little more, selective in who you tell stuff and who you think's your friend. But that's always been me. You know what I mean? I just think everybody's my friend. I'll take in a stranger. But that's something,
I don't want to change. Like, I'm kind of similar. Like, I want to be who I want to be, and I don't feel like I don't feel like I should change because of the way the world is. Like, I think we should continue being who we are. And
I want to be who I am, but you're going to get taken advantage of it. People take advantage of your kindness. They mistake kindness for weakness, and that is a thing. But you can't change who you are. You know what I mean? I am the way I am.
That's right. So do you want to be?
And you stay the way you are,
Yeah, thank you, Yolanda. Something, I'm telling you, after we get done with this, I am going to run around my house and I am going to scream. I probably might even drop a couple happy tears. Like,
oh my God, girl, you crazy.
Just to be able to talk to and to interview someone that you always looked up to. Like, you've made a little girl turn adult's dream come true. This is like, oh, I could probably mark this off my bucket list.
You're doing it for someone else. You're doing it for the next generation. Yeah, you're doing it for the next generation. So, you know what I mean? Now it's on you. You know what I mean? People looking up to you. and they're going to be like, oh, I want a show. I'm going to do what that girl does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just, you got to pay it forward. You know what I mean?
will.
People
I
did it for
definitely
me,
will.
and now I pay it forward to the next generation.
I definitely will. So do you have any last words that you would like to leave the people?
I just, I want them to watch our news, 10 TV news. Enjoy, choose a career where you like what you do, because you're going to spend a lot of time at work. So if you like what you do, you enjoy it, and it's never really work per se.
Yeah.
And just kind of try to spread kindness. And if anyone has any story ideas, please send them my way, yolanda.harris@10tv.com. And I'm also looking for uplifting stories. So if you know of people sharing love in the community and doing good for others, please email me, Facebook me, let me know. And that's about it.
Thank you so much thank you for stopping by the Jodi Inspires Show. We love you.
Love you too. I'm proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing. And this has been fun. Thanks for having me on and asking me to participate in this. I enjoyed it.
You're welcome. Well, hang on. I'm about to end the video, and I'll be right back with you, okay? All right, bye, everyone. Make sure you guys share this video. And thanks for joining me and Yolanda Harris with 10 TV. Well, not with 10 TV, because this is the Jodi Inspires Show, but she's with 10 TV News. And we'll talk to you guys later. Love you guys. Peace.